Welcome back, viewers. Over the last 3 days, the face-off over the Nari Shakti bill has intensified after it failed the Lok Sabha test on Saturday evening. The Prime Minister Narendra Modi addressed the women of the country in the half-hour address which the Prime Minister Modi had spoken out. He had also issued an apology to the nation's mothers and sisters, promised to secure their rights as well. And while the centre promises empowerment, the opposition has not been buying it. Their demands are clear. In fact, we have some breaking news coming in at this point of time. This is a fresh statement coming in, viewers, from the Samajwadi Party, where the chief of the party, Akhilesh, Yadav, has said that all the political parties, they support the Women's Reservation Bill and there is no opposition to it, as women constitute half of the population. But the centre, he says, must take into account the representation and for the backward classes. That's something which Akhilesh Yadav has been speaking on right from day one, something he had spoken out in the parliament as well, talking about the minorities and the Muslim communities as well. Listen in to what he had to say.
महिला आरक्षण के पक्ष में हम सब हैं। कोई भी विपक्षी पार्टी महिला आरक्षण के खिलाफ नहीं है। और जिस समय महिला आरक्षण पहली बार आया था, सभी लोगों ने समर्थन से उसको पास किया। और जब सरकार को ये लगा कि कल बहुमत नहीं होगा उनका, तो उन्होंने रात में ही उसको नोटिफाई कर दिया, एक्ट बना दिया उसको। तो महिला आरक्षण तो है, लेकिन जो उनकी साजिश थी, षड्यंत्र थी, उनके गुप्त लोगों की जो खुफिया कार्यक्रम चलता है संगी साथियों का, उसका पर्दाफाश हुआ है। महिला आरक्षण के खिलाफ कोई नहीं है। पिछड़े शामिल हो उसमें, माइनॉरिटी शामिल हो, इसलिए क्योंकि जब आधी आबादी की आप बात करेंगे तो आधी आबादी तो सबकी हुई।
All right, my colleague Adib is joining us on the phone line. Adib, a very similar attack coming in from the side of Akhilesh Yadav. Akhilesh Yadav and the opposition, obviously all of them emphasizing they're not against the bill, they are against delimitation. Akhilesh Yadav also speaking of PDA and also talking about the minorities of Muslim women, something which the BJP has taken exception to, saying that religion and reservation cannot be mixed.
I will certainly, Meenakshi, see this has been the stand of Samajwadi Party from day one. In fact, you remember when this 3-day special session was called, the Samajwadi Party MP Narendra Modi also raised the issue. He said that the entire Samajwadi Party is standing with the Women Reservation Bill, but we will only support when they're going to include minorities, especially the Muslim community, into this bill. And this is what the Samajwadi Party chief has been asserting, and he has been saying that we are not opposing the Women Reservation Bill, but we are talking about a quota within the quota, and they should include all the SC, ST and OBC in this, and then only we can extend our support. And in fact, Akhilesh Yadav also went on to target Prime Minister Modi, where he said that while Prime Minister was addressing the nation, he forgot to mention the name of the future Prime Minister, which can be a woman. So all these demands he has been mentioning in his statement. And now Akhilesh Yadav says that all the opposition parties, including Samajwadi Party, we are backing the Women Reservation Bill only if they are going to include a quota within the quota.
All right, Akhilesh, thank you for joining. All right, to my colleague Adib, thank you for joining us with all these updates and also taking us through what Akhilesh Yadav has had to say, the attacks coming in from the side of Akhilesh and obviously the response from the side of the BJP. We'll keep reporting, obviously, all the angles and aspects of this big story. As of now, we're slipping into a short commercial break.